Hello, everybody. Welcome to week number 2 for Die Party Golem's Curse. Oh man, I almost tripped up there. I almost tripped up there. So we're back for another session of our brand new game, and I'm more than excited to get started in this. So I'm gonna go around, introduce all the key players for tonight's game. First up, we have. Jacob, who will be playing Engelard.
Yo.
Alright, I think... Actually, fuck. I think all of our little icons are different. That is fucking...
Oh, great.
Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
One
Yeah,
job.
for some reason, I'm in Ansel's spot. Ansel's in my spot. No, Jacob's in my spot. You're in Jenny's spot. What the fuck,
Well,
Skype? Seriously.
When you make a Skype call, the things are not always in the same place.
No, they are. They always are. They should
No,
be.
it depends on the host of the call.
No, it's always been like that. Anyway, fuck. That's really fucking annoying. All right, well,
Okay. Apparently, we have all switched bodies, so that's interesting.
give me one
I mean,
second. I'm just
I
gonna,
haven't.
I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm just answer the call real quick. I just want to test if this works. All right,
Riveting.
here we go. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works.
Oh no.
The call failed for Graham. Fucking lovely. What a
Well,
great
I
system
guess-
this is.
Oh wait.
Rip Graham.
Graham's back?
No, there he is. And
Alright.
Brian left.
Hello, Tess?
I'm-
No, we're still in the wrong fucking spots. Anyway, I'm just gonna
Because
go
Brian
introduce
left.
everyone. What? No, he's still here.
Brian's
Yep.
gone.
Ah,
He's gone.
Brian is gone.
answer the fucking call, Brian. Anyway, I'm gonna introduce
I don't think
everyone.
Brian understood what to do. I'm glad we're streaming
Am I back?
all
Anyway,
of our
we're
technical
back.
issues.
We're back. So, up next, we have Wreckage, who is playing Roland. Say hello.
Hello!
There we go.
Yes.
Up next, we have Brian, who is playing Ansel.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hi everybody.
Next, we have Gamer Siren, who will be playing Jenny.
That's me. How's it going, guys?
And last but not least, I will be playing Walzer today, and half the Brain of Pike. The other half of the Brain of Pike will be played by a lovely GM, Mr. Graham.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah. I think the only person who hasn't had their stuff changed is actually Graham, so... Woo, Graham.
Woo.
What needs to
done.
be changed?
Nothing. Everything.
Yeah. Alright, so let me just work out what needs to be changed here. Alright, so that needs to go there. Yeah, that works. Now, someone say something? You just guys keep
Hello.
going. Graham, you just do what you do.
Something.
You just do what
What?
you do. Graham, do the introduction, please.
Someday.
So I believe do you guys have your maps and stuff on Roll20?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I believe the last thing you guys did was you disabled the love room in the fantasy chamber.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
That's where you guys are. Essentially, the first thing I want to do is I want to hear some voiceover from Brian, not Brian, Ansel.
Okay.
So I imagine that happens, and you're in that room, and you just got, you were lost in your own head
Yeah.
whenever you were controlled by the love room, and then you snap out of it, and then you have a moment of quiet internal reflection that we can all hear.
Sure. Yeah. So it's going to be an internal conversation between Willie and myself. Normally, Willie speaks out loud and everyone can hear him, but not this time because things have changed. So Willie says, "Ansel, Ansel," and Ansel says, "What is it, Willie?" Willie says, "I've never seen anything like this. It's terrifying. I'm scared too, Willie, but there's nothing we can do about it now. Why did you trust these strangers? You see where they've brought us. These people don't care about you. You might as well be a pack mule for all they care. They brought you to this wretched place for what? So you can be their sponge and soak up arrows or swords that come their way? Shut up, Willie.
Yeah.
These people took me in when no one else would. They trusted me before they even knew me. And now you're trapped in a world that isn't even real. This selfish band of marauders would never help you if it came down to it. Hell, one of them isn't even a full-blooded human. Well, what would you have me do, Willie? You just watch my back, and I'll watch yours. So,
You
yeah.
watch my back, I'll watch yours. It's the
That's
same
right.
back.
It's the same back.
It's the same
Very,
back.
very, very good. And then Ginny as well. Maybe some quiet internal reflections.
What in the world am I doing here? I really, really asked for it this time. You know, leaving my city and those people. I mean, granted, I didn't really have much there, and since Agnes died, I mean, what was I really supposed to do? But I mean, I asked for adventure, so that's where I'm at. These people are just a little bit different. Not exactly what I expected. But I do have things I need to do, and they have things that they need to do, and maybe I can be helpful. Maybe I can actually find a place, somewhere where I'll be accepted, and maybe I could find out who I am and where I came from. And maybe, just maybe, I can take revenge on those bastards. Those ones that took my years away from me. Maybe. One day.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Hmm.
So,
Can we get an
the
internal one from Pike where it's like chicken, 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 chicken?
Chicken.
Yeah. do chick. I like to eat chickens. No. So what happened last time essentially is that you guys needed to go to the Lost Island of Castanimir to see if another member of the King's Blade, Grizagon, was there, and he was. Turns out, except he's dead, which is a problem, or theoretically is a problem.
Yeah.
You were brought
Well, it
here
should
by a man who calls himself the Pirate Captain only, and he brought you here, and basically as soon as you got here, ran away from you.
Yep.
It would seem, or so it would
Questions for
seem.
that guy.
And you guys have been exploring around the room. You basically explored, these 9 rooms that you can see on the map, or we can see on the map. There is, I guess I don't need to go through them all. But anywho, the last thing you guys did was, you found a manual for what's called the Fantasy Room, which contains 4 quadrants, each one pertaining to a different emotion. And when you go into that room, you experience that emotion very strongly, insofar or as much as you can actually get lost in the illusion.
Yeah.
And knock them out. But anywho, that's where we'll pick up. You guys have this little porcelain figure of a beautiful lady that was on a shelf about 10 feet high on the wall of this quadrant of this room.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what happens next?
Well, I guess, I mean, we literally just came out of the shake-off or whatever from the last one, and Walls is kind of just like,
Are you okay?
yeah, just give me a minute. Not a big fan of that.
What?
Let's just say that he's had some interesting run-ins with illusions and tricks.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it.
I'm pretty sure your arm loves it.
Should we step out of this room? We're still in the love room, right?
Yeah, by the way, because Roland stayed in the little, antechamber,
Right.
whenever the illusion dissipated, you can see him.
Oh, okay.
See, we're fine.
See, Roland, no big deal.
I don't think I can hear them in the antechamber, can I?
Yeah, you can see them now. You can,
I can
once-
see them.
once the illusion dissipated, you could see into the room.
See and hear us.
So, yeah. Anywho.
Alright, well, I guess we have to continue. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
Well, you
see
can
any
do it if
other
you
way
want.
of getting out of this. We have to break whatever this fucking awful spell is.
Why is that?
In all 4 rooms, right?
Well, that would make sense. I mean, I don't know much
Yeah.
about magic, but, like, I don't know. I mean, we couldn't go out the way we came in, and we've explored all the rooms.
Right.
True. Although we haven't explored all the different combinations of the doors.
We also don't know what could possibly happen though if we break the spells on the remaining 3 rooms. I mean, one of 2 things could happen. We could get out of here, or bad things.
Well,
Or
Or
absolutely
nothing.
nothing. Or nothing.
Nothing could also happen.
Nothing could also happen. That's true. But
And we're
so
just
far in this place, I don't think we've come across really anything where truly nothing happened.
yeah, you make a good point.
Nothing happened when we killed that scorpion in that room. Nothing.
Mhm.
Nothing happened.
We got points, whatever that means.
Yes.
Yeah, you got
I
the
mean-
high score.
Yeah, high score.
What
Wait,
if we go through all of these rooms and, like you guys are saying, nothing happens? It doesn't do anything, and then we're forced to live out our despairs and our hatreds. Does
I
it seem like
mean-
a good idea?
Nothing
mean, so
ever
long as
seems
we-
like a good idea when it's dealing with magic, to be honest with you.
That might just be your experience talking, but not like I can blame you.
Name one experience that is good with magic.
I mean, I may have stopped you from killing all of us. Or getting yourself killed.
Yeah, but that
What was your
because-
illusion about?
That was because of magic in the first place.
Yeah, what was your illusion about, Walzer? What happened?
Nothing you need to know.
Oh, you're not going to share?
There was that one time that Amy got a bath with magic. That was pretty helpful.
That did
Oh,
help.
God. Yeah, that
Wait,
was.
what?
Oh, you didn't know? You didn't meet him before. He had that.
Yeah,
bath.
he wasn't there.
Just know that be glad that we gave him a bath before you ever met
We
him.
saved that one guy's life with magic that one time.
Which guy?
We also.
You got
Abscess.
you floated the gold down from the
Yep.
from
We
mountain
used
ridge and all
Ah,
sorts.
yeah, I suppose magic has its uses, but
Yep.
anything that affects the mind or the body, I'm not a fan of.
Well, I'm not a fan of any of this, Walzer. I mean, this is beyond my capabilities of even understanding. At 1 second I was in a forest.
I
and
have a
next time I'm
plan.
standing here. Oh God, here we go.
Well, as far as I know, we've come here for what we need. I mean, like, we found. Fuck, hang on, let me open my book.
Where's it gone?
I
Where's it
need
go?
a rock.
We found Grizzly. I look around you and was like, yeah, just take one out of the wall or something, man. Yeah, we found Grizagon. He might be dead, but, like, I don't know. I mean, we should go investigate the other places. I mean, we need to get in touch
Bam.
with some of the King's
Yo.
Blade.
Yeah.
So this quadrant, the love quadrant.
Yeah.
This statue is on a pedestal, right?
Not anymore. It's one of them
But
took
it
it down.
was.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got it in my hands. Yeah.
All right, where's the pedestal in the room?
It's in the corner.
Okay. I want to find a rock.
Oh,
Now-
no.
I don't see any rocks in here.
Is this
Yeah.
like Indiana Jones when he has the bag of sand and the
He's
gold
gonna,
statue?
like, reinvent
He's
what
going
a
to
love
restart
room.
it up again.
Everyone just gets
Wally.
lost in their shit. Yeah.
Wally, I need you to do that muscle thing that you do and get me a rock out of the wall.
Why would I do that?
I
Explain
got a
your
plan, Wally.
Yes, explain it.
Shush. There's no time. I need a rock.
There's always
And
time.
then I just basically turned my back on Roland and go back to talking to the rest of the party. And it's like, yeah, we should probably see about clearing out this place as quickly as we can. I mean, we cannot
Wally, if you don't get me a rock, I'm going to use an explosive.
use an
Oh
explosion.
God,
What
give
do
him
you
a
even
rock.
want to do?
Walzer.
Just explain yourself. That is all you need to do. You're a part of this group. Explain your plans every once in a while. Don't be that guy anymore.
My plans always work better when no one knows what's going on.
No, they don't.
That is not a plan. That is just you doing whatever the hell you want at that point.
That's how we lost the boat, Roland.
Yeah, our only
Could've been
way
able
off
to
this
step
place.
Anyway,
We could have repaired it with, like, minimal effort.
we wouldn't have been able
The main
to
trouble
go
would have just
to
been.
the island without Pirate Captain, who is trying to strand us
Could
here
have
anyway.
repaired it with magic.
And it was also your plan that made him come in here in the first place, thus making
Which
us
is a good
lose the
thing,
captain.
because we almost had a chance of catching him. He was just going to leave us regardless.
And so make an alertness check.
Oh boy. Shit.
Shit, indeed.
I am underprepared. What? Can you give me my modifier on that, Graham? Do you know? As I pull it up.
That's
Plus
a good
20.
idea. I should open mine as well.
Yeah.
Probably.
Alertness.
At least I'm prepared.
What skill does alertness fall under?
Intuition.
Intuition. Okay, 13. All right.
Damn, you have 13 intuition?
Damn right.
He's the only one with an intuition stat.
Oh no. God damn it. There we go.
Oh
That's
no,
also
Ginny
why
also
he's
has
only
one.
rolling an alertness check.
24.
Yay.
That's pretty
Yay!
good.
Okay, you hear something from one of the other quadrants that you can't see.
Paracath.
Sounds
Do I know which quadrant it's coming from?
Sounds like footsteps coming from the despair quadrant straight ahead.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna alert everyone and say, guys, I hear something coming from the north. I think it's that despair area.
Okay, whenever you say that,
Oh boy.
footsteps get faster and faster in the other direction.
All right, arm yourselves.
Going away from us?
Yeah.
I'm going to run and follow.
Wait!
Wait.
That's a horrible idea.
I'm gonna go with him, I guess.
Do you go through to in the despair room?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I need you to make willpower checks.
Oh boy.
I don't.
Hey guys, I came completely prepared for this because I actually get a +4 now.
I'm plus 10.
Well, no, +4 to my other previous skills, so
Oh.
7 plus 4. Yeah.
Boy.
That was very close.
Oh.
That was very
I didn't
close.
go. I didn't follow through. I'm at the edge though.
D20
Okay.
plus. So Graham, it is +4, right?
It's your willpower +4 probably. Yeah.
Yeah, willpower.
So
My sheet has gotten so long now, it's hard to just find stuff quickly. Okay, so 7 plus 4.
so D20 plus 11.
26.
Of
So
course.
Ginny and Walzer, you guys run through,
Yeah.
and Ansel basically just kind of I don't want to say he like skids to a halt. It's almost like he trips over something that that you guys can't see, but he can. Ansel, when you step into the room, you see what's the most despairing thing that Ansel can think of?
His bow breaking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My
Just
bow
a
break.
sea of dead bows. Broken
Oh,
No,
bows.
no, he
God.
tripped over his own bow and broke it.
Yeah, obviously.
No, he
Yeah.
didn't. Okay, yeah, that's what happened. Except that's
That's
exactly.
what you see, but you don't actually trip over your own
That's
bow.
what you see. Yeah, as far as you stepped wrong. You stepped inside your bow and it snapped in half.
How does that even happen?
You
I
dropped
don't know
it,
how it did.
tripped on it. Yeah.
Anyway,
Something-
Ginny and Walzer, Ansel trips and basically falls to the ground.
All
Is
right.
there any way that... Oh, he fell to the ground already, right?
Do we see what of this noise coming from here? Did we see anything?
Yeah, don't help me up or anything.
Well, this is all within like a second of you like face planting. So like,
No, in fact, you don't actually see anything.
do we?
Is
Well,
there-
actually,
is
let's
it
do
dark?
this. How about this? Why don't you three that decided to go roll for initiative, and we'll see what happens first.
Oh, God damn it.
We'll see what happens when.
Since I'm not using my weapon, it's just a straight D20 then, right?
Yeah, I mean, what would my initiative be? I mean, because I've fallen down on my face.
Just running is just a D20. You don't have to add anything.
Just a D20?
Yeah.
If only we're the old system, the walls would go fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would faster.
Okay, so yeah, in fact, you guys don't see anything.
Okay.
Don't see shit.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna. If I don't see anything, I'll just walk over and again remove the little statue from its pedestal.
Yes, it's a. Okay, it's a very small black sphere.
Okay. Interesting. Does it have any particular attributes to it other than like black? Like, is it like slippery or like what is it like?
It's almost like it's glass.
Okay.
So now, Graham,
Can I-
at this point, do I believe that my bow has been broken?
Yes.
Can
Okay,
I
so
pick-
Ansel's going ape shit right now, guys.
Okay. Also, describe that.
He is picking up what he perceives to be the broken pieces of his bow, and wildly stabbing in the air around him, trying to kill whoever broke it.
Okay. What do you guys do? What do the other two of you do?
Uh,
By the way, whenever they dispel the illusion, Roland and Engelard can see in there now.
and we just see.
Oh, it's dispelled?
Yeah, it's dispelled.
Oh well, then fuck it, I'm good.
It just takes you a few seconds.
I'm
to
like,
wait a minute.
sorry guys, my bad.
It's literally like you were holding your bow in your hand, then you know how you do that thing? You're like, where the fuck is my pen? And it's like behind your ear or whatever, and it's like, yeah, it's a little like
It's like,
that.
oh.
Yeah.
So I kind of like look around, like give an awkward look around, like, oh, I forgot we were in a magic place. Like, put my bow back.
I was like, well, what did you hear in here? Why did you run in here?
I thought when I heard footsteps, I thought it might have been the pirate captain, and I hate him right now because he has put us in this situation
Well,
with no information. He didn't give us any information. He literally ran in here. I blindly followed him and Roland in here, and now we're in this situation. I don't feel comfortable in here at all.
Okay,
I
well, I
can't
mean,
even tell what's real anymore.
okay, so did the same thing happen before where we got little spurts of what we thought were despair, Graham, or like?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so what did we decide my despair was? Because the other one was hate, right? So this one would be despair. So
I imagine it'd be Pike dying or being like tortured or flayed or whatever.
I guess it would be
You didn't
something
have
like
to
that.
deal with that though, right? Because you rolled high enough, so
Yeah,
you didn't
but-
even.
No,
Yeah,
but
you,
you still get a
you
little
just
spurt.
saw like flashes.
I guess
okay.
it would flash back to like maybe like Pike getting really injured or something like that.
Sure, but yeah, you snap out of it.
Yeah, like I just shake it off. What about you, Siren? What was yours?
Mine would have been being within the camp as a prisoner.
Yep.
Oh
I
shit!
imagine
Like
so.
just sort of like waking up from a dream that was
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
and then being back
yeah.
in the camp or something.
Well,
Right, being
yeah.
in the camp, opening my eyes, and then like seeing, the cage or whatever that I'm in, and then that would be like, and then it would disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Alright. So and it's like, well, okay, well, okay. That means that if there was someone here, he's either gone into the joy room, or he's gone through that black hole over there, the doorway.
I'm just curious how he's managing to get through all of these doors and these rooms without having any issues himself.
He probably
Ryan,
knows which one goes to which place.
What Roland said. It's not. He did mention that after that it loses its charm after a few times.
right,
So,
but hey, Graham, can I use my tracking skill to see if I can see any signs of anyone that has been here?
Most certainly.
All right, so that's a 13. 20.
You see a couple speckles of blood
Do I?
Moving in.
What direction are they leading?
moving into the black portal.
The one at the north end.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to tell Jenny and Walzer and yell back to Roland Engelard, say, I found a trail of blood. It's going to the north black portal. I have a strong suspicion that it may have been coming from the footsteps that we heard before, or that I heard before. Does anyone want to follow me?
Yeah.
It's always a colossally good idea to follow the mysterious trail of blood.
So
I'll
are
go
you with me then?
Ansel.
I'll
right.
be with you as well. Yes.
All right, so I'm going to go through the black portal.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to follow them.
Who's all going?
Looks
I
like
am.
everyone.
Everyone?
I'll follow after a delay.
After I find out what happens.
I'll wait
All right,
to hear
yeah.
the screams of pain, and then I'll make my decision.
You guys are in the circular room, the exhibit room, the exhibit hall.
Which one was that?
Room
the
7?
Room 7?
Seven,
Okay.
the circular one. You emerge out of the west side of that room.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, damn it. Scene 2 has...
Now, do I still see the trail of blood?
Indeed so, moving into the south exit.
I want to keep following the blood.
Not only that, moving through the highlighted orange-yellow line.
Orange yellow line.
Yes, do you remember there, in this room there are 4 quadrants.
Oh, yeah.
They sectioned off, says do not cross the lines.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna look back at everyone in the party and say, should we go across this line? Because
I say no.
Blood- Engelard, why do you say no? You know about magic. You tell me.
If
What's
it's
going on
if they're giving a blatant warning of don't cross the line, I'm going to presume that there's a reason for that warning. We have no idea what's going to happen once we cross this line, unlike the other room where we at least know what will happen once we cross into each of the quadrants.
Graham, is there a way to follow the trail of blood without crossing the line?
Well, yeah. I mean, you see where it's going, so you can take whatever path you want to get there. You don't have to follow it exactly.
Okay. So it's going through the south door, correct?
Right, going through the third quadrant, which has the 2 short swords in it, and the glass cabinet with the gray light.
All right. Without crossing the line, I'm going to follow the blood trail through the back door.
Yes, you emerge and back to room 1, the living room area with the little watermelon-shaped Roomba.
Don't piss that thing off.
She lost her booties to that.
Yeah.
Shoes.
You emerge on the east face of that room, coming out of the right side exit, entrance/exit. The trail of blood continues, a 1 speckle here, a speckle there, back towards the normal door where Grizagon's body was.
Oh boy.
Really?
I'll move forward to go to the door and open it.
Okay.
That's ready.
I'm right behind Anglard.
Yes.
Bow drawn.
All right, you. Bow drawn then, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You see that the Grizagon's body, as it were, still remains.
Okay.
Okay.
However, it has been moved about 10 feet towards the black portal, where stands a very bemused-looking pirate captain. Says, "Oh, there you guys are!
Oh, that motherfucker. All right.
Where'd you go? I thought you were right behind me.
Why did you
We've
leave
been-
so fast?
What do you
We've been
mean?"
trying to.
Yeah.
You managed to get so far ahead of us. We've been playing catch up this whole time.
Oh, well,
Willie is going to scream at him. You have made us run around in circles, fight enemies,
I'm going to call him.
confront our fears.
I'm going to put a hand on his shoulder and just go stop. Just stop.
Hey, pirate captain!
Hey, Ronald.
I blew up a scorpion!
That's pretty good. Cool. Good job. Air 5.
Air 5! You should have been there! I thought you wanted to see explosives.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you know, I'm a big fan of adventure. Sounds like you guys have found plenty of adventure and riches. As I imagine.
No riches yet.
No riches.
Are you sure? Did you look in the closet over there? Pointing through the 2-way mirror.
Yeah, we did
Not a
actually.
Sounds like a trap.
We found a boot.
We found a
Oh,
boot.
see? Treasure. Ooh. Anyway, I've got some things to do. I'll be taking this.
Well,
Taking
no.
what?
Wait.
Taking what?
What's he got?
He's still got his hands on Grizagon's body, dragging it towards the portal.
Wait.
Oh, no,
no,
you don't.
Stop him.
Ah,
I knocked
yeah.
arrow.
Whoa, hey, take it easy.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
What's up? Need some, sir?
Yeah, and is there a way that I can like make him drop the body?
Well, how do you want to do that? Any number of
I
ways.
shoot him with an arrow.
And like,
No.
Am I able to punch him in the face?
sure,
Yeah, all right then. I'll do that.
make an attack roll.
Okay. Now my punch is.
Yeah. So this is different because the last time you did it, you're well, yeah,
Yeah.
unarmed. This is going to be it's essentially +2. You have +2 for muscle, correct? Super muscle.
Super
What's your
muscle.
muscle's 18, right?
Yeah, it's 18. Yeah.
Yes, most certainly. +2 for muscle, and then basically +2 for like or +1 for like the quote unquote damage, even though it's like temporary.
Okay, so +3 in
But
total.
it's like +3, and you only have to hit 15 because it's not like versus armor or anything on his face.
Okay.
And since you're right next to him, I won't do any of that.
Really? 18?
It doesn't matter. Actually, the fact of the matter is you did hit him square in the face, but it was like you were punching a side of beef.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like, ow, what'd you do? No, he stops for just a moment, like he's almost surprised. And then he says, and then he kind of, then he reacts after a split second. He says, ow, what'd you do that for?
Something's not right here.
Calm down.
I look at Engelard and I'm like,
what are you
want
so
me to-"
worked up about?
I'm gonna punch him
I look
again.
at Engelard and I ask him, "Do you want me to kill this man?"
Don't.
You guys need to calm down.
Yeah, let's all just
There's
take a chill pill.
All right.
What's a
pirate.
chill pill?
Whatever that means.
All right, pirate. Let's get some questions out of. Let's get some answers out of you.
Sure.
Why exactly do you have Grizzagong's body, and what are you going to do with it?
I need the parts.
The parts.
Yeah. Why? What do you have?
That man is important to me, and
Oh,
you will
well,
drop
that's,
him.
Okay, sure. He drops him.
Why do you keep coming back to this place?
I don't follow.
As one of the only people in this entire world, I assume, that actually knows where this place is, aside from Grizzagon here.
Yeah.
Why exactly do you take people here?
Well, I didn't bring him here. He showed up on his own. It was a unfortunate turn of events that led to his death, but it's actually been quite favorable situation for me thus far.
That's not what he was asking you, Captain. What
Are
he's
you collecting
asking
more
you
parts
is
from other
why do you keep coming back here? Not why do you bring people here? Why do you keep coming back here? Because Ansel's getting pissed off at this point because he's still shaken up over thinking that Willie was snapped.
Okay.
This is my home. I live here. Why? I assume you like to go back to your home on a regular occasion.
So you're this great wizard, then, are you? Is that what you're?
Sure. Yeah.
Why
Why
not? I
not?
expected as much. Or something similar.
So why do you call yourself?
Would he waggles his finger at you?
You got a lovely home.
Thanks. You too.
I'll admit the design is interesting.
Yeah.
I have to say, it's a little odd how you just let people's decomposing bodies hang around.
Well, it hasn't been here for that long. Trust me. I would know.
Well, we encountered some skeletons, and they smelled bad.
All right, then.
I couldn't well leave it in the other room. The cleaning golem would have vaporized it.
I pick up Grizzagon and put him over my shoulder, and then I'm like, if you would let us out, that'd be great.
Yeah. I'd love that. That's great. Yeah, really good. I can't, unfortunately.
Well then,
Willie
tell us why.
says the longer this conversation goes on, the more I want to kill this man.
Just don't.
Why
Well,
can't
okay,
you let us out?
Here's the thing. Walzer. Can I call you Walzer?
That is my name.
That is his name.
And he says, I could let you out, but I won't. Does that make sense?
Why?
No, it doesn't.
No.
Okay, let me explain it this way. I was really intrigued with your mount over there. It was very impressive.
Pike.
Pike?
And I would be happy to let you out if he would stay here with me. That would be really great. That would be really awesome.
I
Oh.
unshoulder the body and it falls to the ground.
Oh, hey, don't damage
That's
that.
not nice.
And then
Don't-
I take up my my Lucerne and I point
Oh.
the end right at his throat, and I was like,
I
"No,
grab,
that won't be necessary. You will let us out, Pike included."
I put my hand on, I would put my other hand on Walzer's shoulders. Like, calm down.
It's not a smart move, Wally.
No,
This
I'm
isn't-
incredibly calm right now. There will be no bartering. You will let us out. I will take this Grizzagon with me, and Pike included, and the rest of my
Graham?
party.
I don't
Graham,
think he's even remotely threatened by you.
Graham,
I start to draw my bow.
Graham.
I don't think he's even remotely threatened by you either.
Guys.
Yes, Jacob.
Got it.
Yes.
Oh, I was just gonna ask for speak with dead. Do we need a whole body or do we just need a part of the body?
Like a toe.
You need the head part.
So it can talk.
Yeah, that's all I needed to know.
Okay. What is he doing? How is he reacting to the Pike and his?
And I'm going to ask him. Well, I'm going to ask him. Why do you need Grizzagon's body?
His parts.
You need
Spare,
parts.
spare parts. Yeah. Actually, I do.
Spare parts for what?
My latest creation, Herb.
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 Yeah.
That's a good name.
Yeah. I thought so too. Thanks, buddy.
What is Herb?
Flesh golem.
A flesh.
Yeah.
Why would
So
you
I need
create
I need
such
this
a
I need the skin. It's a long story. It's a complicated process. I won't go into detail right now. I'll just be taking this, and he bends down to grab
No, the
Hold on.
pike thing will get closer to his throat the moment he starts to bend down, Graham.
I will.
Okay. He winces and closes one eye, but continues to kind of move down a little bit.
I mean,
It
I'm going
doesn't
to.
move. If he puts his neck down under that spike, he's gonna just pierce himself.
I'm going to grab.
And
I'm going
Ansel steps forward to
Jacob, what were you saying? Sorry.
sharpening.
I was gonna say I'm going to put a hand on the body and just say, now wait a minute. How much of the skin do you actually need?
All of it.
Well,
Why? Do you need it? Are you making a flesh golem too? Wow. We should have a
Not-
fight. That'd be pretty cool.
Not quite. I don't have the expertise to make a flesh golem.
No, not many people do.
I know.
Graham, if necessary, intimidation check. Right
Okay,
here.
sure.
I don't like the fact that everyone's having a conversation around me while I'm like trying to threaten this guy to let us out. It
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
really
seriously.
work.
Unthreatening.
I have an arrow pointed right at his head right now.
And now,
And I am-
Graham, is there like a difficulty here? Because he doesn't seem like the type of guy to get. Like,
You just
intimidated?
you roll, and I'll tell you what happens.
Oh man.
Okay, that's lovely. Intimidation is 18. Okay.
Nice.
Oh boy. All right, 37.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say, or what do you do?
I like
Oh.
I like start to cut his throat a little bit with the pike
Okay.
of the thing, and I'm like, you forget yourself. We're leaving, and you're gonna help us.
Walzer?
I
That is
Okay,
not-
so that's
Angela,
yeah.
this is not the place. We need to leave.
So the tip. Okay, so you do that. It forces him to react. Whenever you cut him, there was no blood,
This is
Okay.
fuck this.
and he goes for his flintlock
Does
pistol.
he, does he
well.
have
Wait.
skin?
Wait, calm down. Everybody
Wait,
just.
going for his pistol?
Yeah.
I fire an arrow at his face.
Okay, you can try.
Oh my god. I am trying to do negotiations
Well,
here,
then-
and you people
then-
won't let me.
Say something then.
Yeah,
Wait,
I mean,
hold on.
He's been.
say something right now.
Stop. Everyone just stop.
Well, you're having a
Walzer.
like. Okay, you're not reading the situation really here, Jacob.
Oh, I'm
Like,
reading the situation.
You're
I'm
having
trying
a
to
like
negotiate.
conversation about
This
ripping
guy
a
is
man's
not
skin
human.
off while we're like threatening this guy. So it's
Well,
not
I am
really
trying.
working.
What I am trying to do is
You're
make
not
sure we have enough of Grizagon's body so we can speak with Dead, and then maybe see if we can negotiate with that to see if we
Waltz's
can
not
actually
gonna
get
let
out.
you just. He's a fucking national hero. He's like a friend of my father. I'm not gonna let you just take him like his skin. Like, that doesn't work.
And you forget yourself the fact that you're in the presence of who's very clearly a wizard.
But it seems to me that if we get rid of the guy that doesn't bleed when he's cut and is trying to steal the skin off of a dead body, if we get rid of him, you would be able to converse with the dead much easier.
And we would also not be able to escape.
That's why I'm getting him to make us leave.
All
It's
right.
not gonna work. He's a wizard. They don't
I'm
get
not.
him.
All right. I retract my statement. I'm not going to shoot him in the face.
But I'm
I'm
going to-
not retracting mine though. So
It's fine.
I'm going to say-
I mean, he okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to ask Walzer to try and stop cutting him.
he's only being cut because he's fucking bending down. I'm not
He
moving
would
my.
stop. Yeah.
You did just say that you intentionally cut him
If
with
he
your
bends
intimidation
down,
check.
yeah, absolutely. If he's bending down,
If
I'm
he-
gonna like push it closer to his throat. That's how it works.
He's like basically he's literally grabbing the lucerne and cutting himself with it at this point.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
literally like he's bending down to pick up the body, and then he's
All I'm
like,
saying is you say I cut his neck.
Yeah,
in your
you should have
intimidation
made it
check.
clear that as he bends down more,
fine,
that
that's what
he's
happens.
going to try and
Graham,
yeah, there.
what happens?
It's fine. He is going to. So, if you cut him a little bit, maybe he keeps going in, and it actually, yeah, he cut him a little bit, but there is no blood, and he will simply take his hand off of Grizagon's body and put it at his side where he's got his, what you guys don't know what it is, but Roland knows that it's a belt pistol.
I mean, I would guess it's some sort of ranged weapon.
I'll say,
you guys-
Angelard, you better calm him down just like you
Wait.
calm me down.
Not what what was his name again, Graham?
Who, the pirate
Pirate
captain?
Captain.
Yeah, pirate captain. Do I just call him the pirate captain?
I guess.
Captain, wait.
Yo, what's up?
Okay. Clearly we need to figure out just what the hell. Okay. How about we start from the beginning?
Yeah.
Who are you exactly?
I am the pirate captain. And he attempts to do a very awkward bow while still having the point of the lucerne under his neck. It doesn't look very good.
Okay. And you say this is your home, correct?
Yes, that's true.
And yet this is this is also the home of what was that wizard's name? I had it written down, but I don't have the super page up.
Castanamir.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
As
this
in
was
the Lost Island of.
yeah, Castan. I know. I had to be clear. Yeah, you said that that this is also the home of Castanimir.
That's true, yes.
Are you and Castanimir one and the same?
No, heavens no. Why would you think that?
Are you living with him, I guess?
Yeah, you could say that.
Is he alive?
Yes, very much so.
How long ago?
You guys know, those of you who know the story, is that would make Castanimir about 1,000 years old. If that was true.
Have you been living as long as he has?
Yeah, of course. Why? What's
How long have you been?
What's with 20 questions? Get the punchline.
I just want information. I'm
gonna whisper to Angelard. I'm gonna lean over and whisper and say, "Ask him if he's a skin golem."
What was that?
I didn't. You're super hearing. Damn it.
Why did you not bleed when you got cut?
At that, he will basically draw his belt pistol, and he's gonna do his best to fast fire Walzer.
Can I whack his hand with my
God damn it.
bow?
You've got the lucerne under his neck. You could theoretically kill him if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Kill him.
The moment he grabs that pistol, I'm gonna
He's dead.
just push it
Yeah.
in.
Okay.
Yeah.
The point of the lucerne hammer goes through his neck and out the other side, and he shoots you.
All right. Now I'm not gonna retcon anything here. I didn't have my shield there.
Yeah. It wouldn't have made a difference. Yeah, that's fine.
And so how does this work?
He's just firing at your torso.
Okay.
Was your torso armor?
Well, you actually never gave me the proper results for that.
What
So
kind is it?
it's Brigadine.
Okay, then yeah.
I've got 8 here for torso AC, but you said that's wrong, so.
That is wrong.
Brigadine. Arr.
And also,
I'm the pirate captain.
remember, does he still? He was still getting the benefit of +1, right?
Yeah, I am.
From me.
Yes, that's true.
And if need be, I can also pop back to the wall as well.
Okay, so it's +4, so you have 19 of the plus.
All right,
plus
while we're here,
one-
while you got that
one.
open, what is the Brigadine AC? What is the arm AC? And what is the leg AC?
So bringing all of the pieces of the same type of armor are all +4.
Okay, so it's literally just +4 to everything.
Right, except for because of Engelard's presence, you +1 to that.
Right, and is back to the wall in effect here?
No, you're not. You don't have your back to a wall.
Okay,
You're
fair enough.
basically in the middle of the room.
Yep.
Okay, so basically the score is 20 to beat.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he basically goes to fire at you the bullet, or the pellet, or whatever you want to call it. It's basically this loud explosion that sounds like goes off, and a bunch of steam comes out, like a smoke comes out of the device that he's pointing at you.
Right.
And yeah, the bullet kind of goes through your armor at one point and out through the other side, but doesn't graze you.
Where's that -20 coming from?
My AC.
That's his.
His
Yeah.
AC.
Oh.
So at this point, then, can I loose an arrow at his face because
Sure.
fuck this guy.
He's got like
All right.
just shit everywhere.
Seriously, yeah. All right. So what is his AC that I'm going against?
That is a good question.
Because I'm +8 on my arrows, so I got a D20
Plus you
+8.
get
Now we
double
just need a
shots,
minus.
right?
I get 2 shots.
Yes, but actually, that +8 is actually going to be because of the called shot to the head. It's going to be -8.
-8.
Yeah, because you're calling his head
Yeah.
out.
Oh, that's right.
The headshot is rough, but he's got no armor or anything, so it's really just.
I'm going to say that this is happening too fast for me to interrupt him. At
So
this point.
it's just 1 D20 -8.
No, 1d20. You've got +8 for your arrows, right? -8. From the
So
called shot,
1d20,
+0, yeah. And then it's gonna be minus his armor
You
class.
get +1
Which
for
is?
roll and
Oh,
thing.
+1 from Angelar.
Right.
So we're at +1 right now.
Right.
And then his armor class is just 16. So
Oh, shit.
1d20 +1 minus 16.
2 in the
Right.
face.
Yes, yes. That's a good question. Let's see what that does.
Are you firing again?
Yeah, do you want me to fire again, or do you
Do it
want to
again.
resolve that?
Do it again. Yeah.
And nothing.
Yeah, you added +1, yeah. Although, wait, why is it -16 again?
Because of the AC.
That's his
The
armor
AC.
class.
Oh, yeah. And the AC plus the -8.
Oh, actually, he doesn't have any. Actually, yeah, it is actually still 16, regardless of his lack of helm or anything.
And you didn't. And. Hold on.
So
Just
he
we're
had
clear,
+8.
he had no
He
no
plus
base
8.
attack bonus.
No, his base attack
It's
bonus is
plus
8.
8. Yeah, but it's -8 because I called the shot to the head.
Oh, okay. And his AC was 16 now. Okay,
Right.
sorry. My
And
bad.
the +1 is from you.
I got 1 hit.
Yeah, you did. And it grazes him across the basically. Are you off to the side, or are you kind of behind, or where are you at?
I imagine myself basically standing in front of him, probably about 10 feet back. On my left is Roland. In front of me and sort of to the left is Walzer with his lucerne
I imagine
sticking
that's it.
through his neck.
Yes. So yeah, and in fact, this is what happens. You loose an arrow. You're a little bit too high. It goes through his hat, but does cut the top of his head.
Mhm.
Right. Okay.
Scalp
His hat gets stuck in the wall. Yeah, and then let's throw for initiative.
All right.
Well, what you failed to mention was that his hat gives him his magical powers. So once the hat is removed, he
Yeah,
Yeah,
crumbles
he
to the
just
ground.
pulls. He just pulls
Yeah.
into a giant ball of flesh on the
He
ground.
falls apart.
Yeah.
Tyler,
All right. What? How heavy is my battle? What am I up speed with battle at speed, Jen?
I believe it's 7, if I remember. I'll check.
Yeah, it was 7. Yeah.
It's minus now. Remember?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
So it's a 3. So you got a 3 and I got a 2.
So I'm minus
Um,
5 now?
Yeah. So you got a 3. 8 minus 5.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. So you have a 3.
Okay. Well, none of that looks very good. Okay.
Meanwhile,
Roland
Roland.
did well. Yeah.
He's finally going first in combat.
Done.
Okay.
Did you roll, Jenny?
Yes.
Yeah. She.
Roland,
Did you
roll for Pike.
Yes, I can roll for Pike.
Roland, looks like you're gonna go first unless Pike crits or anything.
The moment you
guess
say
it.
that, the crit rolls out onto the table.
Jinxed the crap out of that one.
Yeah.
Shit.
So what does Pike do?
Imagine he'd be pretty pissed now that he didn't figure out that the guy just tried to attack Walzer.
Well, yeah, we also telepathically connect with each other too.
Yeah.
So
True.
you know, he knows my feelings on this guy, so he's gonna run around to Rolls' right, I suppose, and he's just gonna. He's stingering. He's probably been warned not to bite this guy, but he's gonna stinger him.
Yeah, you would think so. In fact, you're getting some very mixed emotions from Pike.
I don't like this. What type of emotions am I getting?
It's like he doesn't know which one of you is Walzer.
Oh. I
Okay.
understand.
For whatever reason, Pike is extremely confused and doesn't want. Basically, is locked up. He doesn't want to attack anybody for fear of hurting
So I see what he's doing.
his loved one.
Is that noticeable?
Yes, in fact, throughout this whole conversation, Pike has been like slowly inching, kind of pacing his way back and forth, like he doesn't know who to stand by, he doesn't know what to do. It's been very, very minute, and so.
So him critting doesn't negate this at all?
That was,
That was his.
Brian.
That's an crit on an initiative roll.
That's initiative.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
But anywho, I'm going to say that Pike is, at the time being, unable to act. So Roland.
So between us, so we're on one side of the room.
Yes.
We just came in the normal door, and he's there, and then behind him is the portal. Is one of the portals.
Right.
Can I move to the portal in one turn?
Yeah, why not?
All right, I go through that portal.
You go through the portal. Good.
I walk past everybody casually.
Yeah. Okay. You emerge in room 3, the south side.
I love how anti-party Roland is these days.
Roland, this is the room with the U-shaped
like, whatever.
table that I didn't draw.
I'm gonna start setting up using some of my explosive materials. I'm going to just set up a little tripwire, not hooked up to an explosive, just something that someone would trip over.
Okay. That's fine.
Piano wire.
I'm gonna have some kind of check, I imagine, because you're doing this in a very quick amount of time on your turn. Unless you want to do it next turn too. I'll negate. I'll waive the check if you do it again next turn.
I will do it again next turn.
Okay.
But regardless, I'm sort of crouched down here at the exit of the portal. So I imagine if he plows through here on the next turn, he's just gonna plow into me.
Yeah, essentially, Walzer.
So what does it feel like with my Lucerne in his neck? Like, what resistances am I getting in there?
If you took that Lucerne hammer and poked it through a gigantic stake, that's what it would feel like.
So it does feel like it normally feels like? Like there's no difference?
No, and in fact it feels like pure muscle, like a stake is, or like it feels like it doesn't feel like there's not any squishy bits in there.
All right. Can I do my because I assume the spear part of the Lucerne is still in his neck.
Yep.
Am I able to like rip it out sideways and like sort of see if I can cut off his head?
No, it's pretty round, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay. What about one half of his neck to make it sort of dangle or whatever?
Let's call it a muscle check.
All right. $27.
Hey, you do just that.
So I basically rip it out one side, and his head just goes wonk to the other side of his.
Not actually. On his turn, which is the turn after that.
Oh, by the way, if you want to count this, I get a second attack.
Okay, let's do the second attack first.
Yeah, and then I would swing back around and try and lop off the other side, I guess.
Do it.
Like
maybe just sort of.
It's gonna be a called shot.
Yeah, no, absolutely, called shot. Yeah. So what am I looking at for neck?
So just -8. It's called head.
Okay.
We don't need to call it neck. We can just call it like you're trying to hit the side of his face, and it'll knock the rest off.
So he is an adult man. Normal
so what are you
size,
plus 10 then?
Plus 16 for my attack.
And -16 from his armor class.
And then -16 for his armor class. And then -8.
+1.
Yeah.
And then +1.
And then +1.
So it's -7 total.
3 damage.
Nice.
Okay, it's not gonna be enough to break that bit of muscle, fortunately, but you do something. At least you would hope so, right? I imagine.
Yeah.
This is the hammer.
Compounding damage. You know.
Oh yeah, good call. Okay, yeah, you imagine that a hit like that on any person would be enough to break their skull or crush their face or something.
Yeah.
But instead, it's like his head. Like when you hit it, it like falls down to the other side and then springs back up.
Does it reattach?
Yeah. Well, you didn't. Yeah. Essentially, yes.
Okay.
On the Power Captain's turn, he's going to look at you very disappointedly. And he's going to say, "Oh, I wish you hadn't have done that."
And I'm gonna say to him, "You've been so. What's the word I'm looking for here? Like, where he's like intentionally being like evasive in his conversations. Like, oh god, I can't think of the word.
Dodgy.
Evasive.
Evasive? Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
You've been so evasive with every conversation we've had. How could we not react like this?
You just don't?
'Cause I've been nothing but cordial, and then he's gonna level the gun at your face. And he's gonna.
Can I?
Well, it's his turn.
No. Well, I was
He
gonna
can do whatever
say-
he wants.
Yeah, I know.
So
I love
you're-
how he says he's been nothing but cordial, yet he's already fired a shot at your chest.
To be
Well.
fair, he hasn't been cordial. I mean, like he's been the exact opposite of cordial in my eyes. But yeah,
I mean,
go on,
he
Graham.
stabbed
What's he
first,
doing?
And I just
He does
did
8 damage to my head. Fuck. That's like
Yeah.
death, isn't it?
well.
Did you include the
okay.
-8 from the cold shot?
No, I did not. That's 0.
Yeah.
So I catch it with my teeth.
You can
No,
thank
but-
me later.
Not quite.
And then he will basically. He's going to use the rest of his quote unquote turn to kind of draw his rapier that he also has.
Alright.
And then Ansel and Engelard go at the same time too, I believe. Is that right?
No, Ansel has a 3.
Ansel has
His,
a 3.
his original counts. It's just he. It's
Yeah.
It's fine. So he has.
Okay. Ansel has 3. Good. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm going to not. So if I don't call a shot, I just get my normal bonus.
No,
how
you'd
does
be
that work?
aiming for
No,
his chest. Yeah.
you always call the shot unless you're aiming for his
Oh.
torso.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Torso. So I'm just gonna go for torso.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So that should be +8, correct? And -16.
Yep.
All right. Oh God.
Damn!
It
Yeah,
feels.
sure.
So
You got
Feels
another
good.
attack as well. So like, Alright, so for everyone who's watching, who's listening to the
About 1 in
the
20.
podcast later, Ansel
4.
literally
1 in
rolled a
4.
20 on his first attack and a 1 on the second attack.
fucking roll 20.
Oh,
This
I-
is just programmed into roll 20. I guarantee it.
That specific set of rolls, 1 in 400 chance probably.
Yeah. I think actually, Graham,
Yeah.
let's take a break right there before we come back on what's gonna happen.
Okay.
All right, guys. So we take a break at the top of every hour here, so we can let our players recuperate and think about the stupid rolls they just made. Walzer has surprisingly not died yet, even though he had every opportunity to die, like within the first hour of this episode. So you know what? Yeah, we'll be back in 3 to 5. Don't go anywhere. There's another 3 more hours of this to come. Hopefully, I won't die in the second hour. We'll
I won't
see
let you die.
later.